Hey y'all, welcome to the first episode of Between Us Ladies. I'm Meltrice. Some call me Mel, but for you, I'm your money-minded mama.
Oh, and I'm Alexis, aka Lex, and I'm your book loving bestie.
And this podcast is dedicated to the mothers and daughters out there. This mom and daughter duo will be having real,
Candid conversations, authenticity about life, love, and everything in between.
so we're going to get straight to it. But before we do, I have to ask you, what is most exciting for you when you think about our new venture?
I am most excited about the quality time that I get to have with you during these moments. Yeah, we have our other things that we do together and everything, but I feel like this is going to be a very one-on-one mother-daughter authentic real conversation where we can learn how to be with each other as well as keeping each other honest, and it's also just learning each other.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. And I've been telling people about the podcast that I was like, my ultimate goal is just to spend time with my daughter. I just feel like as a mother, sometimes we're teaching through example, we lead and we have conversations, but I don't think we really have a lot of sit down, let's pick some topics, some things that you may be struggling with. Quite frankly, some things that I may be struggling with, right? And what lessons do I want you to learn?
Absolutely.
I remember when I took you to college, and my biggest fear was you didn't tell her about all the stuff. Right. And then when I went to sleep, all of these topics was coming to mind. Like, did you talk to her about boys? Did you talk to her about drugs? Did you talk to her? And so, like, all of the stuff that we're dealing with in life, I don't know if I taught you my perspective or what I thought I want you to know about it. And so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I am excited about, hopefully this gives you stronger wings,
Okay.
stronger courage, so you can just courageously, because if you can do this, if you can sit and have authentic and transparent conversations with whoever is listening,
Yeah.
that has to build your confidence as a woman in this world. And as a mother, I just want you to have amazing confidence to walk this earth and know whose child you are,
Oh, 'cause period.
which is mine, but God's first, right? And know that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. So I'm excited about that.
Okay, yeah.
But what scares you the most about it?
Honestly, what scares me the most is a little bit of the public eye. If, I want our podcast to reach thousands of women and mothers and men and whoever.
Yeah, parental
we're-
relationships.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I want us to be able to reach that audience and get our platform at a nice size, but it's also a lot of opinions and a lot of personalities trying to tell you what you should and should not do. Oh, your opinion was
Yeah.
wrong, or
Yeah.
and it's like it's just my opinion.
I
I'm
would not
asking
be
you to do
reading
these
all
things.
of the. I would not be reading all of the comments, because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, like Pastor Cherie says, when you are set out to please God, everybody ought to be pleased. And our goal around this is really to just show other mother and daughter duos, show other father and son duos, or mother and son and father and daughter duos, what it means to just be authentic and unapologetic about it. And hopefully they'll learn something,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Hopefully this will encourage parental relationships across the world to have
Yeah.
these conversations, because it's not just about what I can do for you, it's about what you can do for me, and about what this platform can do for the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also think that it's different as far as when your child gets older.
Oh my God.
We don't have a lot of these authentic conversations as the children get older.
We don't have them, period, because
We don't
there
have them
are
at all.
conversations
They
sometimes
are.
to have.
Yeah, but I think it's also like, your child is not a child anymore. They're growing into their own person, their own woman or man, and they want to have their own voice. And we ensue boundaries and we do all of these things to try to protect ourselves. But at the end of the day, you want to be able to have these things while also having strong relationships.
Yeah. And while your adult children are adults, they're still your children.
Yeah.
Right? And so as a parent, you still see your adult children making mistakes, your adult children making bad choices, and some great choices too. And my whole struggle is, oh my God, I want to say something, but if I do, Lex is going to be mad at me. Marlon, he will listen, not listen, but
Marlon is my brother. You guys,
yeah,
by the
but
way.
so these conversations, when I feel like it's something that I really want to say to you, like now it's some things that I really want to say to you. I have to really think about how I'm going to say them, when I'm going to say them, because timing is key.
Timing is key.
How can I say this in a way where she can receive it, where it doesn't feel like I'm judging and more like I'm being a parent, right? Because I think sometimes you reject the fact that I am a mother, and although you're an adult, I'm going to always be a mother, and God put us in your life, hopefully, so that we can give you wise instruction.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm always right.
No, yeah. I don't think that I reject. I think that I'm very conscious of how it's presented. So when it feels accusational or accusatory, or if it just feels very harsh, then that's when I'm like, okay, I don't receive that well.
Okay. But that's the thing. So when you say if it feels judgy, so if your mom,
not judgy.
So you're a mom too.
No, wait, not judgy, because I mean, let's be honest, Meltrice, you can be a little judgy, but I feel like that's a part of you that I have already learned to accept.
Okay.
So that's not something that I am taken aback by. It's the accusatory standpoint.
Okay, let's talk about the judgy part.
Okay.
Because this is the thing. Let's talk about this judgy part, because people will say, oh, you're judgy, but I haven't met a person that's not judgy in my life.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not.
Everybody has a perspective pretty much on almost all things.
Yes.
So I can be like, oh my God, what does she have on today? And people will say, if I say that, it's judgy. But most people, I think, can look at somebody and be like, oh my God, what does she have on?
Most people have inner dialogue about stuff like that.
I'm out loud.
You are. Yes, you are.
So the thing is, you can be judgy, you just can't be outwardly judgy.
I think you can't be outwardly judgy to the wrong people, not to everybody.
Okay. So here's the thing, when I see you making a decision that I want to redirect,
okay,
or I may not even care about the redirection, I just care that I have verbalized it to you, right? I just care that I have verbalized it to you.
Yes.
But how do I control how you receive it? So you receive it as judgy. You receive it as, what else you say?
Accusatory.
How do moms across the world, how do fathers that are listening to this conversation redirect their children, their adult children, preteens, because you started this at a very young age.
Talk about
you
it.
went to sleep an angel, you woke up a witch.
Oh, wow. Okay. Woke up a witch.
Now you back to my angel. Yeah, you had a moment. I was like, Lord Jesus, I am going to be in jail.
OMG.
Or she's going to be dead. Either way. But then you snap back out of it. But I'm just saying, I'm being silly. But seriously, because this is something that I battle with all the time. I'm sure I'm not the only mom that battles with this. Like, there are things that we all still do wrong.
Yeah.
We all have parents. My older, you know Miss Alex. Miss Alex is constantly correcting me, and she doesn't do it nicely half the time. I'm okay with that. Because I take the source and I take the information and I process it in a way that's productive, right? But then I also know that the source of the information loves me with all she has. And there's no ill intent behind it. There's only her desire to make me better. So, what is the best way for us to communicate things that may not be the most positive things?
I think that it's more of a case by case basis.
Oh,
so
Lord.
it's not something that's like set in stone that I can say, hey, you can do A, B, C, D, and that's how I'm gonna receive the information. Because that's not realistic. So the situations where okay, so depending on the situation, is it a situation where you're just coming at me out the blue, or is it a conversation or something that you've noticed something as we're talking or as I'm explaining something to you and then you're saying it? Because that's different. If it's out the blue, then it's all right, hey, so I was just wondering, like, hey, you okay? What's going on with you? You know, I've been noticing some things and I just wanted to see if you were okay. Can we have a conversation, or is there something that you need from me? I've noticed these things.
Okay.
So can we, do you want to have a conversation about it? Do you want to talk? Or should we, can I come back later? How do you feel about it? That's more of I want to understand. I want to understand where you're coming from. I want to really understand how to connect with you and get you to where, because I see you going down a specific path, but I want to try to, if I can, divert you.
Okay.
That's different. That's gently easing me through where you're trying to get me to go.
Okay. Versus how I do it. Let's talk. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Yours is more of a blunt and a direct approach.
Yeah.
Which some people can take. It's just not me.
Right. Okay.
I can't do that. But if it's a conversation where we're like having like right now and you're like, girl, what's up?
Yeah.
I see this. That's different because I'm aware that that's our banter in this moment.
Okay.
So that's a different conversation of how we can ease into what you're trying to get to or trying to get me to avoid or trying to get me to see.
Okay. So you're saying, and for all the parents that are listening, if we come to our adult children more like, hey, can we chat? Is now a good time to chat?
Yeah.
There's some things that I noticed and I want to kind of come in, maybe provide some guidance if you'll allow me.
Yes.
Or figure out how I can help you over these types of things.
Yes.
That's a better approach than
It feels
my
more
direct way.
calm and it feels more approachable and collaborative versus blunt and forced.
Okay. I'm not forcing my opinion on you.
Yeah.
I'm not forcing my thoughts
Exactly.
on you. Although I forced you out of my JJ.
Okay.
I don't have that privilege. Okay. I feel you. Okay.
But it's different. But I also have that approach with my daughter who's 10 years old. But I have that approach with Aubrey. It's like, hey, you okay? What's going on with you with this? I saw you doing this. I didn't like that.
So this is the soft parenting that I keep hearing
That is
about.
the gentle parenting.
Oh,
yes.
the gentle parenting. Okay. So we definitely have to learn that in our generation because we didn't have that.
But I do that because of the way that you were approaching me, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
So I approached it different with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't like it that bad, huh?
I didn't like it a lot.
Okay, my bad.
I didn't like it a lot. So I really I didn't want to have her go through those same emotional irregulations that I felt myself going through. I wanted to be, it felt very, I feel like I can't do anything right. I'm not allowed to be myself. I'm not allowed to have an opinion, voice my opinion. That's how I felt. I wasn't allowed to do.
That's how you felt most of the time?
Yeah.
Why?
And then it was also you had a really bad habit of taking an adult's word as face value. And I did not like that. Because instead of coming to me, hey, what happened? This person told me this. It was, oh, you did this and you didn't. You didn't even ask me my side. Adults lie.
Yeah, they
Adults
do.
are dramatic.
Yeah.
And you didn't even ask me my side. And then you were saying that like, I'm this angel child, but you coming at me as if this person was Sally Sue over here was all right. No, boo, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That didn't feel good to me. So then it was I'd rather just retreat. I'm just not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let her have it. If that's what she wants to think of me, then I'm gonna just let her think that of me. Cause what's the point of me saying how I feel or saying my side of the story if you're just gonna take this other person's opinion or thoughts as face value? It didn't feel good.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not. Those are the type of things that I would rather not do with Aubrey. Yeah, an adult came to me and they said this, but I want to know what you said. I want to know your side. Like, yeah, you're dramatic. Yeah, you do some things, but you don't lie to me. So if I ask you, hey, what happened? What's going on? Okay, well, I see what you did there, but let's talk about it. Do you see how this could have hurt this person's feelings? Do you see how this could have been misconstrued as something else? Do you understand how that doesn't feel good to somebody? Like, I'd rather have a conversation with her versus talking at her.
Well, thank you for breaking that generational curse, because I would say that, one, as a mother, it breaks my heart to know that you felt that way, and I'm sorry. Yeah. I am so sorry
I appreciate
that I made
that.
you feel that way, and I definitely don't want to continue to make you feel that way. So if it's a small adjustment that I need to make as a mom with how I approach you with situations, then I'm willing to make that adjustment. As an adult, I would just ask, if I start to go back down that path of what I'm used to, just redirect me, say, Mom, remember, I really just don't like when you come to me like that. Can we shift gears or whatever?
Yeah.
Redirect me, because again, this is the goal, right? The goal is to have these hard conversations. It's not easy to hear that.
No.
Because as a mom, you work so hard. I believe as a dad, really, who cares about your children, your whole life is about making your children happy. Yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
And making provisions for your children. And so to hear that there were instances, and I know there was, hopefully it wasn't a lot.
I mean, no,
ridiculous,
not like a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, but either way, if there were instances where that wasn't happening and it was my fault, that breaks my heart, and I will work to fix that for the rest of our lives, right? But that's why when we talk about what's most exciting for me, this is the stuff. Yeah. This is the stuff I hope that other mother and fathers and all, I hope that they can have these hard conversations so that they can
be able to receive them
and
also,
be able to receive them and do the corrective action. Yes. Because it's no good if you're not going to
it's just conversation and no adjusted behavior. It doesn't make a difference.
That's exactly right. And it's about breaking these generational curses.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's about breaking these generational curses. I mean, I know that, when I was being raised by my mother, children didn't really have a voice.
Yeah, it was you are to be seen and not heard.
You are to be seen and not heard.
I don't believe in that.
Like, what are you doing in here with adults? Get up.
Yeah,
like,
certain circumstances, absolutely.
Yeah,
a child should not be in there. But all circumstances, I don't believe in that.
And I agree. And that's the point. Like, some of these are deep rooted generational curses that goes all the way back to slavery, because if you were seen in slavery, your life was at risk.
Exactly.
So, we're only I say this all the time, we're only a few generations away from enslaved ancestors. Yeah. So we're unlearning a lot of behaviors that at that point saved our lives, saved our children's lives.
And some of them still.
And some of them still do, yeah. But there are some adjustments that we need to make.
Absolutely.
And I know sometimes, millennials, you all get a bad rap. I do not like all aspects of gentle parenting.
No, absolutely not.
I don't think it's healthy.
It's realistic.
Yeah, and I don't think it's healthy. I mean, children, adults, everybody needs structure.
They need boundaries.
They need boundaries, right? Like if life was structureless and we didn't have We didn't have car signal lights. We didn't have stop signs. We didn't have driving rules. We didn't have laws. I can't even imagine what life would be like. So
Yeah.
even as adults, we have rules. We have, we have to follow and stay within these guidelines.
Absolutely.
So some of the soft parenting I see, I'm like,
You better whoop.
you better get that. Get them together. Now I'm not subscribing to whippings, although I got plenty of them with all kind of different anything my mother can grab. But but that soft parenting thing, like I said, it has some positive things and
Absolutely.
some not so positive things.
Yeah.
So but in respect to what you were saying, like making sure that Aubrey, my grandbaby, has a voice.
Yes.
It's really important, and making sure that she can work through her emotions and
Yes.
not push down
Because
her emotions.
that's a lot of issues that a lot of adults have today. Emotional irregularity is real. We don't know how to process our emotions, especially in real time when we're confronted or we're dealing with situations that we're not usually in. So the emotion, it's like, okay, you're having a lot of big emotions right now. Let's take a breath and let's think about it. If we want to vent, we can vent. But let's figure out a way to process these so that we're not pushing them down or we're not lashing them out.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
Because we don't want to continue to those same things where we're either going to yell at somebody or I'm just not going to talk to you.
Yeah. And I'm reading that book, Let Them Theory.
Let them. Oh, love it down. I just started it.
Oh, it's so good. But she talks about how because we didn't learn as 8-year-olds and stuff like that, because we didn't learn how to process our emotions, how to deal with them productively.
Yes.
Like you said, we were either lashing out or retreating because we didn't learn the proper tools and different things like that to deal with that. Most of the time, we're just acting like our 8-year-old self as adults.
Yeah.
And I catch myself like that in my marriage, and I have to correct myself like, what are you doing? You can't shut down. You have to have a conversation. What are you doing? You can't retreat. This is real life. Real life requires you to show up every day hard, right? For me, based on my long-term goals in life, I got to show up. I can't be retreating. I'm a
retreater. So.
I can't retreat in my marriage. My goal is to have a healthy, successful, happy relationship. How can I be reacting like my 8-year-old self, but my 8-year-old self was
not
saved through my retreating, was saved through my lashing out.
Because that 8-year-old was not hers. So now it's like, oh, you gonna hear me.
Right.
Oh,
right.
you gonna hear what I gotta say. You gonna listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Right.
Or for my instance, I'm all right. I'm just let you have it. I'm gonna fall back. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
But those are our 8-year-old selves.
Yeah. It's trauma.
Coming out. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And it's not productive. And to be teaching my 10-year-old granddaughter those types of tools and how to properly respond and to not retreat and to not bury her emotions, to have a conversation about them, to establish those boundaries, to be very clear on how what you're doing makes her feel. Like, although it drives me crazy, I welcome it. Now, there's some other things that I saw parenting or gentle parenting, and I'm like, now this is ridiculous. No, you're going to eat what I cooked.
Oh, yeah.
That part, or you can go to sleep hungry.
I'd be like, girl, just go make some noodles. I'm different. I'm like, girl, you just want some noodles? Because I'm not cooking nothing else.
Right, yeah. But, so from your vantage point, so we said it, like, for me, I am excited about these conversations and how I hope they will trigger other parents to have these conversations with their kids. Are there any other things that you're excited about? Like when we talked about Between Us Ladies, I remember the origin of it, where we're like, we need to do something together.
I think that we were sitting down, just having one of our conversations, and it lasted. I was like, girl, we got to go to bed. It was like, we should do a podcast. I'm like, okay, I can be down for that, because we do. Once we get into a rhythm of a conversation, we pretty much can keep going about that conversation, and it feels good to be heard or just to be seen in those moments. And I realized, like, for me, I think it's my way of getting to know you a little bit better when we have those conversations. Okay, so that's how she does these. This is how she likes to handle these situations. Okay, that's what she thought about during this moment. But for me, but for you, I feel like it was a really good way to let your inner thoughts out that you can't say to everybody else, but you felt a little bit safer saying them to me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we have some real deep conversations.
We have some really deep conversations.
One of the things that, I mean, you said something that I didn't know that you felt like that growing up. So like I said, I really want you to accept my apology and understand that. And I told you, like, I was a kid raising a kid.
Yeah.
And, I was 20 years old. And they, physiologically, a person their brain is not fully developed until they're 26 years old. So the fact that I was, trying to raise a kid, trying to figure it out, I definitely wasn't going to be that young parent that dumped her child off on somebody else. I was very funny acting about you. Not everybody could watch you. Not everybody could touch you.
And a lot of people took offense to that.
A lot of people took offense to it. I really didn't care. Like, see, there you go with my outspoken directness. I mean, that's just in me. But I was saying all that to say, we grew up together.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
So I've said this to you before, and I want to say it publicly in front of whoever is listening that, Mom is sorry.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure I messed you up in some kind of way. I was messing myself up at the same dang on time, right? We were learning together.
Yeah.
We were growing together. I know I didn't do everything right.
Perfectly, yeah.
And I'm willing to face those things.
Yeah.
I'm willing to face those things because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect, and I'm still a whole human being.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
I came into motherhood with a whole bunch of baggage, with a whole bunch of undealt with pain, with a whole bunch of hurt. So I came in an imperfect human trying to love you with the perfectly mother love.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I made some mistakes, and I will reconcile any of those mistakes. I'm not too good to be like, okay, what I need to change now so that our next years could be better.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I don't believe in that either.
Yeah.
So I will say I accept and appreciate your apology, because as a mother myself, I'm not perfect. I know I'm going to make mistakes. I know that I might be Aubrey on this couch one day saying, you did these things to me.
Oh, it will be.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work through them. And I'm like, I realize that more as an adult now than I did as a kid, obviously.
Yeah.
But I admire the fact that you can at least say, I'm sorry. Because a lot of parents these days will not admit that they're wrong, or what they did was traumatizing, or how they impacted your life, because you guys are key points to our lives.
Yeah.
We learn a lot from you. We do a lot from you. You take care of us. So you guys play such an important role in your children's life. So the fact that you can sit here and say, I realize I'm not perfect, and I'm not making excuses, but I apologize for how I showed up in your perspective.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm doing the best that I can. For me, I'm learning those moments. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm here, but I'm just doing the best that I can. I put my best foot forward every single day. But the fact that something that I did impacted you in a way that I never wanted that for you, I apologize. I admire that, because a lot of parents can't do that.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, because I want the best for you every day. And here's the thing I tell you and your brother. Like, you have more years ahead of you than you have behind you. So for all of those mistakes that I made, all of those things that I did that may have impacted you, switch it up.
Yeah.
Change it.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Sit on somebody's couch. I'll sit on the couch with you. I'll reconcile all of my mistakes, but you have way more life ahead of you where you can do all of the most positive things. You can switch all of those bad decisions that I made as an
Yeah,
adult.
you can only blame your parents but for so long.
Yeah.
You can only blame your parents but for so long.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to take accountability for what you're doing in your adult life, own up to it, accept it, and learn from it, and be better.
Yeah.
You can't blame your parents your whole life.
It burns my butthole.
Oh.
Yeah, I said it. Burns my butthole when I hear adult children still blaming their parents all of these years later, not speaking to their parents, all of that, and knowing how imperfect they are.
Yeah.
They could be sitting in an imperfect situation, but still blaming their parents. So it burns me, and so that's why I want you and Marlon to take life by the horns, whatever. Take life by the balls. Take life by whatever, and ride that thing the way that you want to ride it. I buried my goals and my dreams for you all once you became adults because
that's a lot of pressure to try to live up to somebody else's expectations and
goals. Those were my dreams and goals. I'm like, no, they have to chase their own dreams and goals.
Yeah, we have to figure it out.
Yeah, you all have to figure it out. And
Agreed.
I'll be right here along for the ride.
And that's all we ask.
When you need me, I'll be here.
That's all we ask. Just be here with us in our moments and in the moments that we need you. Just be here with us. Like, don't try to control it. Don't try to overpower it. Just ride it with us.
Yeah. So as we wrap up,
wait a second, because we were supposed to do our little segment that we were going to do, Between Us Ladies segment of your financial tip, because she is a financial expert. Meltrice is that go-to, honey.
Okay.
Clock that.
Clock that.
So we wanted to know a tip from you. If you can give us a good financial tip as parents, what would it be?
So I'm gonna keep it light since this is our first episode.
Okay.
In the following episodes, we're gonna get a little more intrinsic.
Okay.
I mean, integral.
Okay.
With it. But right now, I just want to say, set your intention about what wealth looks like for you or what you want it to look like for you. Okay. Everything starts with your mind. Mm-hmm. Once you set it in your mind, and you are willing to do whatever it takes within reason and within, integrity and good character, there's nothing that can stop you.
Absolutely.
There's nothing that can stop you. So that's the first start. It's like closing your eyes and envisioning what your financial life looks like for you. Because it's personal.
Yeah.
So some people might say, you know what, I don't want to work hard all the time. I want a very comfortable life. I want a nice little home. I want to be able to afford the things that I want, travel, vacation, all of that. I don't need to be wealthy, right? That your track is different. It looks different. Some people might say, I want so much money. I want it coming out of my butt, right? Your life looks different, right? So close your eyes and really say, what are my intentions for my finances, and what am I willing to do to achieve it?
Ooh, that's it, ain't it?
Because some of us can want so much but not willing to do the work that comes along with getting that, and expecting somebody else gonna dump it in our lap. And I'll tell you, there's no savior other than yourself. Right? So setting the intention would be my first tip on our podcast.
Okay, I like that. It's kind of us setting our intentions now, how we want our podcast to look like and how we want it to grow, and actually putting forth the work and effort into growing it.
And you're my bookworm.
I do. I love a good book.
So you got a good book for the people?
I do. My book is The Real by Kennedy Ryan. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's Real by Kennedy Ryan. I'm starting it today. So
you're going to start it today?
I'm going to start it. So every time we come on this podcast, I'm going to have a new book for us to read. And then we could talk about our last one. So if you want to read with me, Real by Kennedy Ryan.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it first. Well, I say that I enjoyed our first episode.
I did.
We got our intention. We also have rules.
We also do. We have
do
our rules of engagement.
Do you want to share our rules right
I
quick?
can share our rules.
Yeah, share our rules right quick so people can hear our rules.
Our rules of engagement, because we wanted to come here and actually be able to have the authentic conversations with you guys. Keep it real with ourselves, but also make sure that our relationship as mother and daughter will always be okay.
Yes.
So our agreement is that we will respect the relationship. Discussions on the podcast will not be used to harm or held against one another. Our bond as a family is bigger than any episode.
That's right.
Honesty and authenticity. We agree to speak openly, honestly, and from the heart.
Yes.
We will share our true perspectives without fear of judgment.
Yes.
No assumptions or projections.
We listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge. We will not assume the other's intent or project unspoken feelings onto each other. Clarification will always be sought with kindness.
Yes.
Balance serious with lightness, because we want to be serious, but we want to have some fun while we're also here.
That's right.
This is for us to bond and really get to know each other, but not in a hounding way.
Yes.
So while some topics may be serious, we commit to bringing moments of lightness, laughter, and joy into each conversation. We will agree to close
Always,
each
'cause I'm
episode. That was funny. We will agree to close each episode on a note of connection and positivity, and boundaries and care. We can let each other know if a conversation gets a little bit too uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
And we will honor each other's boundaries in and out of recording.
Drop the mic on that. Well said. Y'all heard it first here between us ladies, for all of you mother, daughters, fathers, sons, mother, sons, father, daughters. We hope that between us ladies will inspire connection, will inspire candid conversations, and will inspire lifelong relationships that are loving, kind, and
all of
funny.
That. And funny.
And funny.
So yeah, that was our episode. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let people know where you're getting your candid conversations from and how you got closer to your child.
Yes.
Okay.
Purse.
Bye, y'all.
See you next time.